can still make mistakes!
You love that guy. You don't
No, I do not!
Can Goku outsmart the diabolical Frieza and avoid this final attack? Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
So y'all gave me something today. I have to work on me. I have to work on me. But I'm not lost anymore.
We came from roaches on the floor, a notice on the door, baking soda in the jar, but now we focus on the law. It's like soap up in a cloth, the way it's soaking and it wash. It's something like good dope, cause it's potent and it's raw.
I used to post up out the store, work stashed behind the door. Everything I had was pure, so fiends was coming back for more. The Most High opened my eyes, and then I seen that I was flawed. Now I'm addicted to these laws because they potent and they raw. I was in and out of jail, cause in the streets, yeah, I was lost. Trying to be like all the hustlers, they don't tell you it's a cause.
Feedback. When did the Swedes go through oppression? What oppressions did y'all go through?
They didn't really.
So why did you say you too?
Because in 1876, my family went through hard oppression via the United States. We came, I was originally the Lindstroms, I was the Hogfelts. Before that, I changed from the Hogfelts to the Lindstroms.
Hey, calm your nerves down.
Okay! You have a microphone, I don't!
Why are you mad? Why are you mad? No, you good. Come this way. Mr. Raising Cane's, what's your issue, man? Come, Macho, come this way.
I'm only speaking the truth.
Hey, somebody give me Genesis 25 and 25, Baba Kusha. This gotta come out, right? So what's the truth, man? What's the truth? What's the truth? You're looking at me. What's the truth? Like what truth are you talking about, man? Like what's your issue? What's your problem? You don't have a problem? Then why was you yelling, bro? Why was you mad?
Good question.
Right? See, there's no reason for you to be upset, man. Let's calm it down, man. You look very familiar to me. Are you from here?
Yeah.
You are? You know what? I know exactly where I know you from, man. Who got Genesis 25? Give me that.
So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red.
Wait, the first came out what?
Red.
So this is talking about the birth of a man named Esau. Do you know who Esau is? You look just like him, man. Watch this.
All over like a hairy garment.
Read it again.
And the first came out red. All over like a hairy garment.
Man, you're red all over and you got hair on your shoulders, man. Look at you. I don't want to see your taco meat, man. That's weird. That's weird. Do you believe in Christ? Is that why you got a cross on your neck?
I do.
You do? What do you think Christ loves you?
I know he does.
You know he does?
I know.
What's his real name? Oh man. Man, actually, do you keep the commandments?
Yes, sir.
You do?
I've been to Israel. I follow God. That's the best thing I can possibly
What's God's
follow.
name?
Oh.
Actually, before we get off track, you say you keep the commandments, right? What's the year of the Lord's release?
No, sir. You might know better than I do.
And you know what else I know? What's your ethnicity? You said you're Swedish, right? You know what the Swedes did? They used to help transport slaves. It was more like a middleman port is what the Swiss were, man, over there in the Netherlands. And God, I cannot get over how much like Esau he looks, man. I can't help it, man. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet and to the point. God don't like you. Jesus don't like you. They hate you.
That's not true.
It's not true?
It's not true.
Oh man. Oh man. So wait, are you saying that Christ doesn't want to enslave and kill people? Is that what you're saying, sir?
That is not Christ's duty.
It's not?
That is the devil's duty.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You got Luke 19.
That is the devil's duty.
Okay.
That
That's
is
the book
not
of
Christ's
Luke,
duty.
chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies.
Sir, do you believe in Christ, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, but we're about to read Christ's words. Are you going to talk over Christ? Okay, so let's be respectful.
Luke chapter 19 verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither, enslave them before me.
Christ said those people who are his enemies, bring them in front of him and kill them. So what do you mean? Somebody give me Revelations 2
It is
and verse
not my
26.
judgment.
Sir, why are you so excited? Are you drunk? Are you inebriated, sir? Do you lack the mental capacity to be a decorumed human being? Is that what it is?
No, I can be decorum.
Okay, cool. Now watch this. This is more of Christ's words.
Listen, Revelation chapter 2, verse 26 in the red letter. He that overcometh and keepeth my work unto the end.
Do you keep the works of Christ? Christ kept the law. Do you keep the law? Do you eat pork?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's breaking the law, man. Do you give tithes to a Levite? That's breaking the law, man. Do you wear fringes? Obviously not. That's breaking the law, man. When, did you keep Passover? What about Feast of First Fruits? Did you keep that? When is the Day of Atonement? How many times a year must the man present himself in front of the Lord? What does Numbers 15 and 38 say?
Sir, I believe in the Sabbath.
What's the Sabbath?
Saturday.
What are you supposed to do on the Sabbath?
Rest.
What's today?
This is not the Sabbath.
What's today? Akim, what's today?
Saturday.
You said Saturday is a Sabbath. It doesn't look like you're resting.
I haven't been.
Did you buy something today? Did you spend money today? Did you work or something? Like, what'd you do today?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, you're breaking the Sabbath. Look at you. See that? Look. Christ said, if you love me, keep my commandments. You obviously don't love Christ. Read that again.
No, this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth...
Sir, the words of Christ are being read. Don't speak over Christ.
I can love Christ and still make mistakes.
You know who you love? You love that guy. You don't love Christ.
I do not.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, sir. Give me why do the heathen rage? What you got? Pass it to him. Pass it to him. Pass it. Pass it to him. Pass it to him. Right? Because sir, you sir are loud for no reason. Are you okay? Right? Is that a Super Bowl satchel? Is that what that is? It's a Super Bowl satchel? Well, hey man, look, if you want to gain some love, man, you should donate that to the men of the Lord. You don't need it. You don't need it. Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage?
Why are you raging, sir?
And the people imagine a vain thing.
Because it's very vain of you to think that you can break the laws of God and say that you love Christ when he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. It's that simple. And you don't know. Matter of fact, do you know the 10 Commandments?
Yes.
Name them all.
I have a picture of...
Name them. Off the top of the dome, name them.
I can't, dude. I haven't slept in a...
Is the law of God on your heart?
Yes.
Okay, give me the 10 Commandments.
Yo, it's in my laptop.
No, I don't want the laptop. It's supposed to be on your heart. You're supposed to just spout it out, man.
I know I live.
Keep going. Almost there. No? The mental train got derailed? Stop short? Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 30 and verse 8. They were children of fools.
They were what?
Children of fools.
Unfortunately, that's you, man. You're children of fools.
Yea, children of base men.
You're a child of base men, man. Look at you. You're mad? That's a nice. Is that a Mac? Is that a Macintosh? What year is that? What year is that Macintosh, sir?
You should know.
I know
everything, apparently.
I don't know everything.
Oh, apparently you do.
Akim, did I say I know everything? I mean, I didn't remember saying that, you know. But I mean, hey, man, I'm trying to figure out.
You're not willing to listen to me,
sir.
That's for God's truth.
It's because you're always yelling, so you're not trying to have a cordial conversation.
Well then, stop talking. You don't have to yell.
Well, you see, here's the thing, sir. It's not 1806. It's not 1722. It's not 1771. I would be classified as a freeman. A white man is not going to tell me what the f to do with myself.
Right.
Understand that, man.
Bro,
I'm not your bro, man. I'm your future slave owner, bro.
Right. I never owned slaves.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
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 What's your last name?
No, Lindstrom.
Lindstrom?
18.
Lindstrom?
18.
Lindstrom? Lindstrom? Guess what? I guarantee you there's some Hispanic or a native with that last name. And you know why they got that last name?
To yo black American. After y'all did.
You might want to go get some water, man.
I believe that's the truth.
Yeah. I bet it is. I bet it is, sir. I bet it is. You might want to go brush your teeth or something, bro. Because that was terrible. It's gross. Why are you smiling like that? That's weird. Somebody get this smile on camera.
My teeth are fucking
Yeah, you own some. What you on? Some smack? Some hard? Some speed?
No.
Some soft?
Blood.
Oh, look, we got a sanguinary vampire, man. Look at him, man. Look, this is the people. These are the people that rule over us, man. Look at that.
We don't.
Give me John 8:44, Baba Kasha. John 8:44, right? And with that, he's got to go. All praises to the Most High God. You see, man, you just got to deal with devils on their level and outclass them in every way. Go ahead.
This is John chapter 8, verse 44.
Yeah, you are, because I know you and your father, sir.
Really? Who's my father?
I got you.
Ye are of your father the devil.
Wait, everybody, he's what?
Ye are of your father the devil.
What is he?
Ye are of the father the devil. And the lust of your fathers you will do.
See that? He just wanted to antagonize some black folks and feel cool. Really what it was, his red ass wanted to get in the shade because he ain't got no melanin. What's going on? Beautiful brown sisters, how are y'all doing today? I'm liking that denim jacket. I love it. I see you got them edges there. Sisters, y'all Israelites. Repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, alright?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Come on. So like I was saying, cursed shall they be in the city, and cursed shall they be in the field. So who do you know besides black, Latinos, and Native Americans that are cursed in the cities, in the so-called ghettos, and the slums? Who was cursed in the field besides us? Who's out there picking cotton and sugar plantation? Hands bleeding, sun up to sundown, back breaking, all day, all night. No one but the black, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
So that's one curse. Go to the next one, King. Go to the next one. We'll do go to 54. You go to 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Come on. So it says, shall have an evil eye towards your brother. Who do you know any other nation besides black, Latinos, and Native Americans that have a problem with their brother? Nobody, as much as we do. And it's crazy because it be over something little, bro. It can be over something little but small matter, like stepping on the brother's shoes, or the brother feel like looked at him a type of way. You know how many times I go to the mall, I'm just walking down, and I look at the brother, I know he just get mad, be muggy. Alright, hey, like what's the tension, bro? You don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? You just mad, but no, like that's a curse put upon us. And I don't know the brother, situation. I know not every brother have a problem with those single dad household, but for the majority of our nation, single dad household or single mother household is a major thing amongst our community. You know, and they kind of make it to where it's convenient for our, for our sisters to, get rid of our brothers, and their sisters also try to lock them up. So there's various reasons how this curse can play out, but it's very so present in our communities. Sisters, she may get child support. The sister may get EBT, food stamp, public housing, but that's all so she feel like she don't need a man. If you read the next verse, I want to say it says even the woman have evil eye towards her husband. That's all people, even though y'all love each other, make a baby, but then when it come down to little differences, y'all hate each other. It's funny, like, as long as y'all making good love and having fun, y'all love each other. As soon as all that's over with, you find something to argue about. Yep. You find something to get mad about. Get bored. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, we don't put that deal with that on a regular basis. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's to the point where, like, you ever notice how sister be with Esau? She be so calm and delicate, but she get with Jake, man, he be catching all kind of hell. And vice versa, Jay would take a so-called white woman and treat her like gold. Right. But dog his sister out. It's crazy to me. Talk about it. But in my eyes, that's like, if you hate your people and your women, that means you gotta hate your mama and your dad. So how can that be? And inevitably you hate yourself. Well, then gonna go down to verse 64 and read from there.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So the Israelites will serve other gods, even wood and stone. It's crazy. Because the main two religions that our people are in is Muslim, the Mecca Rock, and Christianity. And it's crazy today. I know it's a verse that they bring all the time in church. You know, whenever they want people to go out and do missionary work overseas to Africa, they be like, you know, once the word get preached to the four corners of the earth, Christ's gonna come back. I know darn well everyone in Africa know at least something about Christ and Christianity. So why have he came back? I mean, it can't be the true religion. But all people, they're stuck in those two religions. I mean, Lord forbid you say something about my grandma's sweet Jesus. Ooh. Oh my God, she would have a fit. No, like she would have a fit, bro. I remember I told her the first time I gave her the breakdown, she called me an atheist. I was saying, well, how am I atheist? I'm reading out the Bible and I'm telling you that I love God.
Ooh, she don't like to hear it, huh?
That don't make sense. But that's how people like, they rather ignore their God and they rather follow after other gods and idolatry. Concrete reading, King.
Verse 65, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
Come on, so most I say, in these places that we are scattered, we should have no ease. Man, I know back in the day that, you know, before they passed law, work 40 hours a week, and then like anything after that is overtime or time and a half. But before that, they used to work, our people slam up the sun down. Sometimes you'll pull 12-hour days, 14-hour days, sometimes even 24-hour shifts and get paid lower than so-called white men. But even today, like, you know, the average brother, like, I think the minimum wage, I think you have to have at least 2 or 3 jobs never to be able to afford to live in Dallas, Texas, if you make minimum wage. So still, if you look at 2 or 3 jobs, that's 8 hours times 3. What is that? That's 24 hours a day. That means you gotta work all freaking day in order to sustain a way of living. So in order to make it in Texas, in Atlanta, in Chicago, everywhere you go, you have to make 2 or 3 times the income in order to live. So therefore, you gotta work all day and all night. I mean, I know even growing up, I think my mom and my grandma, both of them had 2 jobs. I never seen my mom growing up because she was always either working or going to work. Or either she would sleep. That's the curses though. He said we should find no ease. And even in slavery, man, they literally woke us up in a break of dawn and we ain't even go sleep until the sun went down. Feet aching out there, because I'm telling you, I hear on the street corner, our feet be hurting after a couple hours. Right. Man's doing that for 12 to 14 hours straight. Trying to get us, trying to kill us. They say you shall find no ease. Continue reading.
Verse 66, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Oh, I tell you, your life shall hang in doubt day and night. You know, Plantation. I know I was watching the movie last night called The Birth of a Nation, and so whenever Nat Turner had went, you know, did his thing on those Edomites, once he went out of hiding, they started just hanging random black people just for no reason, just because they hadn't found him yet. Same thing here, the same thing. Like say Esau got mad and his woman pissed him off before he went to work. He on late night duty, and you coming through there, you know, with your charge, your scat pack, you know, fired up with that za, and then he's pull you over. Next thing you know, he's pissed, and now you high, so you really ain't sweating. You got an attitude too. He's stopping you. You got places to be. You trying to get home. He fire off on you. Another dead man. He can be like his defense with, hey, he was aggressive with me. He gonna get off with paid leave. That's the same thing. Your life shall hang in doubt. Come on, bring out the precept, King.
So this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Yeah. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Come on, you know how many times, man, I've seen on the news where a police officer had killed a so-called black man and got off? Easily at that. Easily at that. But it's crazy because I tell people all the time, if we did that same BS, oh my God, they would have a whole military on our whole community within the next week. No cap.
5 stars.
5 stars on GTA about that, I swear. Not playing.
Going crazy.
But with us, we don't get that same energy. Right. Just like a brother made a point. He was saying like, okay, y'all remember when them Moabites had got beat up and someone got killed? Right. How Biden flew down and met with them in their community and then passed a law.
With the quickness.
With the quickness, passed a law.
Yep.
For stop Asian hate. Woo! When is it gonna be stop African American hate? Stop Latino hate? Stop Native American hate?
Bring it out.
It ain't gonna be, because the Most High said that's what the curse to put upon us.
Right.
Come on, verse 68.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So you shall be sold to him for bondmen and bondwomen. But how you get over that is by the way of via ship. Who do you know that went into slavery on ships? And no man has came to buy you. And that word in Hebrew just means redeemed.
Right.
No one has came to redeem. We had multiple leaders that come through and try to save us from this captivity. None has been successful. None whatsoever. And it's funny how it says Egypt again. This is how we know the Egypt meant for slavery. Because we didn't use a ship to get out of Egypt. We walked out of Egypt. We was in the wilderness for 40 years. So why would we need a ship to go back to some place we just walked out of?
Right.
So it's got to be talking about another captivity.
Right.
So these people, let's go down the list. These people was in the fields, was cursed in the field, was cursed in the city. These people have evil eye towards each other. Their women and their men shall have evil eye towards each other. And the children should be raised up in a single parent household. Then on top of that, they should find no ease. So they be working all day and all night just to provide a little bit there for their family. Come on, you got a precept? Come on.
Going into what you was talking about, they try to redeem us.
Come on.
So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 20. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, to them that turn from transgression. To them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth.
Come on. So he's put the words in he's talking to the prophet Isaiah, saying the Redeemer shall come out of Israel, out of Zion, Salakia, which is another word for Israel. So it's saying, it's talking about Christ. Give me Deuteronomy 30 from the top. And then you give me Revelation 2 and I'll hold that for me. So he said, like he said, no one shall come redeem us, but the priest of the brothers brought out, he's saying, no one gonna do us but who? Christ. Christ is the only one that's going to be able to redeem us out of the situation. But repeat what it said. It said, those that turn away from their transgression. What are transgression? Those are sins. You're breaking the commandments of God. So now let's get this precept, Deuteronomy chapter 30 from the top.
No, but this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 from the top. And it shall come to pass when all these things, Salaki, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have said before thee, thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations. Whither the Lord thy God has driven thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And shall return to the Lord thy God, and shall return to the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. That the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, and all the nations whither the Lord thy God has scattered thee.
So it says, once you call these curses to mind, because remember what we said earlier, whenever we went into Romans chapter 9 verse 4, explaining why is it important to know who the Israelites are? Because they pertain to the covenant, the adoption, and the promise and the service of God. So we got that out of the way first. Then we went on Amos 3:1 where it says, he's only known Israel, and for that reason he's going to punish them for their what? For their sins and their iniquities. And we went down to Deuteronomy 28 verse 15 and also verse 46 to explain the curses and how last of the curse should be upon it. But it said once you call these curses to mind, guess what? He's going to, and then also then start following the Most High God words and commandments to the best of your ability with all your heart. He's going to return your captivity. And back to Isaiah where he said the demons shall come out of Israel. So once you come back to mind, come back to these curses, then guess what? The Most High God is going to send his son to come save us out of this captivity. How y'all people doing? Come on. So the big thing is, that's why the point know who the Israelites are. Because guess what? For you are the promise made with you have the service of God. So in order for us to get saved, Black Latinos and Native Americans, we had to come back to the Most High God, keep his commandments, so he's going to send his son to redeem us. Because other than that, if we don't, we're going to stay here in America and be, guess what? Slaves day in and day out. day in and day out. That's a sad life to live, man. I know a lot of times people wake up, man, I don't want to go to work today. Guess what? You have to. That proves you're still a slave. You're still a slave. The slave has to get majority of the dough. You get a crumb. You're a slave. And on top of that, he eat before you do. Just another white man eat before you do. So it's same system, just a different, same game, different day, or different way, however you want to put it. But like he was saying, then guess what? Then shall we be redeemed. The Most High God gonna see how shall they come redeem us. Now give me that precept in Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. A lot of people say that they're Jews and are not, but we know that the Jews shall be put on curse until what? Until Christ come and redeem. Because just said no one shall redeem him. But then in verse Isaiah it says the redeemed shall come out of Israel. So until Christ come back, you shall not be redeemed. Talking to the Israelites. But people over there proclaim to be Israel, but they can't be Israel because that frankly are not cursed. And if so, there's got to be heaven. And there's heaven. Oh Lord, I hate to see hell.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Come on. So it said the ones that proclaim themselves to be Jews are not. So we know, based on where this timeline has been cracking up, about where I broke this down. So we know the Israelites are cursed. They're blessed and they're rich. But the Israelites shall be in poverty. That's one of the curses. So them people there are not Israel. So the true Israelites are those black, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right. And with that being said, y'all to come back to y'all God and keep this commandment so we get up out of this captivity.
That's right.
God, and with that, I'm going to say, Kah, Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and say Shalom.
Shalom.